Unleash your inner strength. Conquer self-doubt and embrace your power. Chapter 1. The Shadow of Doubt. Recognizing the enemy within. Self-doubt. It's that nagging voice in the back of your mind. The one that whispers insidious lies about your abilities, your worth, and your potential. It's the shadow that creeps into your thoughts, dimming your light and holding you back from pursuing your dreams. We've all experienced it to some degree. That flutter of anxiety before a presentation, the hesitation to speak up in a meeting, the feeling that you're somehow a fraud just waiting to be exposed. Sometimes it's a quiet hum of unease. Other times it's a deafening roar that paralyzes you with fear. Regardless of its volume, self-doubt is a powerful force that can significantly impact our lives. This chapter is about understanding this pervasive enemy within. We'll explore the nature of self-doubt, its various forms, and how it manifests in our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Crucially, we'll introduce the concept of self-awareness as the essential first step on the path to conquering it. Self-doubt isn't a singular entity. It manifests in various guises, often disguising itself so cleverly that we barely recognize it for what it is. Some common forms include imposter syndrome. This is a persistent feeling of being a fraud, despite evidence of your competence and success. People experiencing imposter syndrome often attribute their achievements to luck, timing, or charm, rather than their own skills and hard work. They live in constant fear of being found out as an imposter. Fear of failure. This is the apprehension or anxiety about not meeting expectations, whether those are your own or those you perceive from others. This fear can lead to procrastination, avoidance of challenges, and a reluctance to take risks. Negative self-talk. This is the internal dialogue filled with critical, judgmental, and pessimistic thoughts about yourself. It can range from subtle put-downs, "I'm not good enough," to harsh accusations, "I'm a failure." This constant negativity erodes self-confidence and fuels self-doubt. Perfectionism. While seemingly positive, an unhealthy pursuit of perfection can be a breeding ground for self-doubt. Perfectionists often set impossibly high standards for themselves, leading to feelings of inadequacy and failure when those standards aren't met. Social comparison. Constantly comparing ourselves to others, especially in the age of social media, can fuel self-doubt. We often see curated versions of other people's lives, leading us to believe that we are somehow lacking or falling behind. Self-doubt can manifest in a variety of ways, impacting our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Cognitively, it can lead to rumination, negative thought patterns, and difficulty concentrating. Emotionally, it can trigger feelings of anxiety, fear, shame, and inadequacy. Behaviorally, it can cause us to withdraw from social situations, avoid challenges, procrastinate, or even sabotage our own success. The good news is that self-doubt is not an insurmountable obstacle. The first step to overcoming it is developing self-awareness. This involves paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and recognizing the patterns that contribute to self-doubt. It's about becoming an observer of your own inner world, noticing when the shadow of doubt starts to creep in. This will require honesty and vulnerability, but the rewards are immense. As you begin this journey of self-discovery, remember that you are not alone. Everyone experiences self-doubt at some point. It's a normal part of the human experience. The key is not to eliminate self-doubt entirely, which is likely impossible, but to understand it, manage it, and prevent it from controlling your life. By developing self-awareness, you can begin to shine a light on the shadow of doubt, diminishing its power and paving the way for you to unleash your inner strength. Chapter 2. Decoding your inner critic. Unmasking the voices of negativity. Behind the shadow of self-doubt often lurks a familiar, yet unwelcome companion, the inner critic. This is the voice inside your head that whispers, or shouts, criticisms, judgments, and doubts, often amplifying your insecurities and undermining your confidence. It's the voice that tells you you're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. Understanding this inner critic, its origins, and its tactics is crucial to silencing its negativity and reclaiming your self-worth. Think of your inner critic as a relentless commentator, constantly evaluating your actions, thoughts, and feelings, usually in a negative light. It can be incredibly persuasive, often masquerading as your own voice of reason or even as helpful motivation. However, its true purpose is not to help you grow, but to keep you small, safe, and stuck in your comfort zone. Where does this inner critic come from? Its roots are often complex and intertwined, stemming from a variety of sources. Childhood experiences, early interactions with caregivers, teachers, or peers can significantly shape our inner critic. Perhaps you were frequently criticized, felt pressured to perform, or experienced conditional love where approval was dependent on meeting certain expectations. These experiences can lead to internalizing critical voices that persist into adulthood. Societal pressures. We live in a society that often bombards us with unrealistic ideals and expectations. Media portrayals of beauty, success, and happiness can create a sense of inadequacy and fuel our inner critic. We may constantly compare ourselves to others, feeling like we never quite measure up. Past failures, experiences of failure, rejection, or disappointment can also contribute to the development of a harsh inner critic. These experiences can solidify negative beliefs about ourselves and make us more susceptible to self-criticism. The inner critic is a master of disguise, employing a variety of tactics to keep you in its grip. Some common strategies include perfectionism. The inner critic often sets impossibly high standards, making it virtually impossible for you to succeed. This creates a constant cycle of striving and failing, reinforcing feelings of inadequacy. Comparison. The inner critic loves to compare you to others, highlighting their perceived strengths and your perceived weaknesses. This can lead to feelings of envy, resentment, and a diminished sense of self-worth. Catastrophizing. The inner critic excels at blowing things out of proportion, turning minor setbacks into major disasters. It can convince you that one mistake means you're a complete failure, leading to feelings of despair and hopelessness. Generalizing. The inner critic often takes isolated incidents and uses them to make sweeping generalizations about your character. For example, one missed deadline can lead to the belief that you're always irresponsible. Labeling. The inner critic loves to label you with negative terms such as lazy, stupid, or unworthy. These labels can become internalized, shaping your self-perception and limiting your potential. Identifying your own inner critic's voice is a crucial step in silencing its negativity. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind, especially when you're facing challenges, making mistakes, or feeling vulnerable. Ask yourself, what kinds of things does my inner critic say to me? When does my inner critic's voice become loudest? What triggers my inner critic? Certain situations, people, or emotions. How does my inner critic make me feel? By becoming more aware of your inner critic's voice and its specific triggers, you can begin to challenge its validity and lessen its impact. You can start to recognize that these critical thoughts are not facts, but simply interpretations and stories that your mind is telling you. In the next chapter, we'll delve deeper into the power of beliefs and how to challenge the limiting stories we tell ourselves. Chapter 3. The lies we tell ourselves, challenging limiting beliefs. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful. They shape our perceptions, influence our emotions, and ultimately drive our actions. But not all thoughts are created equal. Some thoughts are helpful, supportive, and empowering, while others are negative, destructive, and limiting. These limiting beliefs, the lies we tell ourselves about who we are and what we're capable of, are a major source of self-doubt and can hold us back from achieving our full potential. Limiting beliefs are often deeply ingrained, stemming from childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or past failures. They can be so pervasive that we don't even realize they're there, operating beneath the surface of our conscious awareness. They become our default way of thinking, shaping our reality without us even questioning their validity. Think of your mind as a garden. Positive, empowering beliefs are like healthy plants, thriving and producing beautiful blooms. Limiting beliefs, on the other hand, are like weeds, choking the life out of your potential and preventing you from flourishing. Just as a gardener needs to identify and remove weeds, we need to identify and challenge our limiting beliefs to cultivate a mindset of self-belief and empowerment. Some common examples of limiting beliefs include: I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not worthy of love and happiness. I'm not capable of achieving my dreams. I'm afraid of failure. I'm not as good as other people. I don't deserve success. These beliefs, though often unspoken, can have a profound impact on our lives. They can lead to procrastination. If you believe you're not good enough, you may procrastinate on tasks, fearing that you'll inevitably fail. Avoidance. You might avoid situations that challenge you or put you in the spotlight, fearing judgment or criticism. Self-sabotage. You may subconsciously undermine your own efforts, ensuring that you don't succeed, thereby reinforcing your negative beliefs. Low self-esteem. Constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough will inevitably lead to low self-esteem and a diminished sense of self-worth. Missed opportunities. Limiting beliefs can prevent you from taking risks and pursuing your dreams, leading to missed opportunities and a feeling of regret. The good news is that limiting beliefs are not fixed. They are simply thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. The first step is to identify your own limiting beliefs. This requires self-reflection and a willingness to be honest with yourself. Here are some questions to ask yourself. What negative thoughts do I frequently have about myself? What am I afraid of happening? What do I tell myself I can't do? What am I avoiding? What negative patterns do I notice in my life? Once you've identified some of your limiting beliefs, the next step is to challenge their validity. Ask yourself, is this belief actually true? What evidence supports it? What evidence contradicts it? Where did this belief come from? Is it based on my own experiences or something I was told by someone else? Is this belief helpful? How is it serving me? What would I tell a friend who had this belief? Often, you'll find that your limiting beliefs are based on faulty assumptions, outdated information, or the opinions of others. They are not facts, but simply interpretations. Once you've challenged the validity of your limiting beliefs, you can begin to replace them with more positive and empowering ones. This takes time and practice, but it's essential for building self-confidence and overcoming self-doubt. Start by reframing your negative thoughts into more realistic and balanced ones. For example, instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, you could think, I'm still learning and growing, and I'm capable of achieving great things. Remember, changing your beliefs is a process, not an event. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and don't give up. By challenging the lies you tell yourself and embracing more empowering truths, you can unlock your full potential and create a life filled with confidence, joy, and fulfillment. Chapter 4. The Fear Factor. Understanding and managing the grip of fear. Fear. It's a primal emotion, hardwired into our brains for survival. It alerts us to danger, prompting us to fight, flee, or freeze. While fear can be protective in certain situations, it can also be a major contributor to self-doubt, holding us back from taking risks, pursuing our goals, and living a fulfilling life. This chapter explores the role of fear and self-doubt, differentiating between healthy and debilitating fear, and offers practical strategies for managing fear so it no longer controls your actions. Fear and self-doubt often go hand in hand. When we doubt ourselves, we become more susceptible to fear, and when we're afraid, our self-doubt intensifies. It's a vicious cycle that can keep us trapped in a state of anxiety and inaction. Understanding the nature of fear is the first step to breaking free from its grip. There are two primary types of fear. Healthy fear. Adaptive fear. This type of fear is a natural response to a real or perceived threat. It serves a protective function, motivating us to take precautions and avoid dangerous situations. For example, feeling fear before crossing a busy street can prompt us to look both ways before proceeding. Debilitating fear. Maladaptive fear. This type of fear is often irrational or exaggerated, and it interferes with our ability to function effectively. It can be triggered by imagined threats, past experiences, or future possibilities. For example, fear of public speaking, even if you've never had a negative experience with it, can prevent you from sharing your ideas and reaching your full potential. Debilitating fear is often rooted in our limiting beliefs and negative self-talk. When we believe we're not good enough or that we're destined to fail, we're more likely to experience fear in situations that challenge us. This fear can then reinforce our negative beliefs, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. Some common manifestations of fear related to self-doubt include fear of failure. This is a fear of not meeting expectations, whether our own or those we perceive from others. It can lead to procrastination, avoidance, and a reluctance to take risks. Fear of success. While it may seem counterintuitive, some people fear success. This can stem from a fear of increased responsibility, a fear of being judged, or a fear of not being able to maintain their success. Fear of rejection. This is the fear of being criticized, judged, or rejected by others. It can lead to social anxiety, a fear of speaking up, and a reluctance to put yourself out there. Fear of the unknown. This is the fear of uncertainty and change. It can make us feel anxious and uncomfortable when we step outside our comfort zone. Managing fear is not about eliminating it entirely. Fear is a natural human emotion, and trying to suppress it can be counterproductive. Instead, the goal is to understand your fear, learn to manage it effectively, and prevent it from controlling your life. Here are some practical strategies. Identify your fears. The first step is to become aware of what you're afraid of. Pay attention to the physical sensations, thoughts, and emotions that arise when you're facing a challenging situation. Challenge your thoughts. Ask yourself if your fears are realistic or exaggerated. Are you basing your fears on facts or assumptions? Often, our fears are based on worst-case scenarios that are unlikely to happen. Reframe your fear. Try to see your fear as excitement or anticipation. The physical sensations of fear and excitement are very similar. By reframing your fear, you can shift your perspective and reduce your anxiety. Exposure therapy. Gradually expose yourself to the things you fear. Start with small steps and gradually work your way up to more challenging situations. This can help you build confidence and reduce your fear over time. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Practicing mindfulness, meditation, or deep breathing exercises can help you manage your anxiety and stay grounded in the present moment. Seek support. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, or a therapist about your fears. Sharing your fears with someone else can help you gain perspective and reduce their power. Remember, fear is a natural part of life. It's how you respond to fear that determines its impact on your life. By understanding your fears, challenging your negative thoughts, and practicing effective coping strategies, you can learn to manage fear and step into your power. Don't let fear hold you back from pursuing your dreams and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Chapter 5. The Power of Self-Compassion. Embracing imperfection and kindness. In the journey to conquer self-doubt, one of the most powerful tools you can wield is self-compassion. Often, we are our own harshest critics, judging ourselves mercilessly for our mistakes and shortcomings. We readily offer kindness and understanding to others, yet we withhold it from ourselves, especially when we need it most. This chapter introduces the concept of self-compassion as a vital antidote to self-doubt, teaching you how to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend. Self-compassion is not self-indulgence or self-pity. It's not about letting yourself off the hook or ignoring your flaws. Instead, it's about recognizing that everyone struggles, everyone makes mistakes, and everyone experiences suffering. It's about acknowledging your shared humanity and treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. Dr. Kristin Neff, a leading researcher in the field of self-compassion, identifies 3 core components. Self-kindness. This involves treating yourself with warmth and gentleness, rather than harsh judgment and criticism. It's about offering yourself words of encouragement and support, just as you would to a friend who is struggling. Common humanity. This recognizes that imperfection is a part of the human experience. Everyone makes mistakes, everyone experiences setbacks, and everyone feels inadequate at times. It's about acknowledging that you are not alone in your struggles. Mindfulness. This involves paying attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's about acknowledging your pain and suffering without getting carried away by it. It's about recognizing that your thoughts and feelings are just passing experiences, not permanent reflections of who you are. Self-compassion can be a powerful antidote to self-doubt in several ways. It reduces self-criticism. When you practice self-compassion, you are less likely to engage in harsh self-criticism. You are more likely to treat yourself with understanding and forgiveness, which can reduce feelings of shame and inadequacy. It promotes emotional resilience. Self-compassion can help you cope with difficult emotions and bounce back from setbacks more effectively. When you are kind to yourself during times of struggle, you are better equipped to handle challenges and learn from your mistakes. It fosters self-acceptance. Self-compassion encourages you to accept yourself, flaws and all. It helps you recognize that you are worthy of love and happiness, even though you are not perfect. It enhances motivation. When you are self-compassionate, you are more likely to be motivated to improve and grow. You are less likely to be driven by fear of failure or self-criticism, and more likely to be motivated by a desire to learn and grow. Practicing self-compassion takes time and effort. It's a skill that needs to be cultivated. Here are some exercises you can try. Treat yourself like a friend. Imagine a friend who is going through a difficult time. What would you say to them? How would you comfort them? Now, try saying those same kind and supportive words to yourself. Common humanity meditation. Reflect on the fact that everyone experiences suffering and imperfection. Repeat phrases like, "This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life, and I'm not alone in this." Self-compassion break. When you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed, take a short break to practice self-compassion. Place your hand on your heart and offer yourself words of comfort and support. Acknowledge your pain. Remind yourself of your common humanity and offer yourself kindness. Write yourself a letter of self-compassion. Write a letter to yourself from the perspective of a loving and supportive friend. Offer yourself words of encouragement, understanding, and forgiveness. Self-compassion is not about becoming complacent or giving up on self-improvement. It's about creating a safe and supportive inner environment where you can learn, grow, and thrive. By embracing your imperfections and treating yourself with kindness, you can build a strong foundation of self-belief and unlock your full potential. Remember, you are worthy of love, happiness, and success, just as you are. Chapter 6. Cultivating Self-Awareness. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Self-awareness is a cornerstone of personal growth and a crucial component in building self-confidence. It's the ability to understand yourself, your thoughts, emotions, motivations, and behaviors. It's about knowing your strengths and weaknesses, your values and passions, and how these aspects of yourself impact your interactions with the world. Cultivating self-awareness is like holding a mirror up to your inner self, allowing you to see yourself clearly and objectively. This chapter will guide you through exercises and techniques to help you develop a deeper understanding of who you are. Why is self-awareness so important? Because it provides the foundation for making conscious choices and living a more intentional life. When you understand your strengths, you can leverage them to achieve your goals and make a positive impact. When you acknowledge your weaknesses, you can work on improving them or find strategies to mitigate their impact. When you are clear about your values, you can make decisions that align with your core beliefs and create a life of purpose. Self-awareness is not about judging yourself harshly. It's about observing yourself with curiosity and compassion, accepting both your strengths and your limitations. It's about recognizing that you are a work in progress, constantly evolving and learning. Here are some ways to cultivate self-awareness. Self-reflection. Take time regularly to reflect on your experiences, thoughts, and feelings. Ask yourself questions like, what are my core values? What is truly important to me? What am I passionate about? What activities make me feel energized and fulfilled? What are my strengths? What am I good at? What are my weaknesses? What areas do I need to improve? What triggers my emotions? What situations or people tend to make me feel happy, sad, angry, or anxious? What are my typical patterns of behavior? How do I usually react to stress, conflict, or change? Journaling. Writing in a journal can be a powerful tool for self-discovery. It allows you to explore your thoughts and feelings in a safe and private space. You can use journaling prompts or simply write freely about whatever is on your mind. Mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It can help you become more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. Mindfulness meditation, yoga, and deep breathing exercises can all be helpful. Feedback from others. Ask trusted friends, family members, or colleagues for feedback on your strengths and weaknesses. Be open to hearing their perspectives, even if they are not always easy to hear. Remember that feedback is a gift, and it can help you see yourself from a different perspective. Personality assessments. There are various personality assessments available, such as the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, or the Enneagram, that can provide insights into your personality traits and tendencies. These assessments can be helpful for understanding your strengths and weaknesses, as well as your communication style and how you interact with others. Values clarification exercises. Identifying your core values is an important part of self-awareness. There are various exercises available online and in books that can help you clarify what is truly important to you. Strength finders. Tools like StrengthsFinder can help you identify your top talents and strengths. Understanding your strengths can help you focus your energy on activities that you are naturally good at and that bring you joy. Cultivating self-awareness is an ongoing process. It's not something you achieve overnight. It requires a commitment to self-reflection, a willingness to be honest with yourself, and a desire to grow and learn. As you become more self-aware, you will gain a deeper understanding of who you are, what you are capable of, and what you want to achieve in your life. This self-knowledge will empower you to make conscious choices, set meaningful goals, and live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Chapter 7. Reframing your story. Shifting from victim to empowered creator. We are all storytellers. We narrate the events of our lives, weaving together experiences, emotions, and interpretations to create a cohesive narrative of who we are and how we came to be. These stories, whether we realize it or not, have immense power. They shape our perceptions, influence our beliefs, and ultimately determine how we live our lives. This chapter explores the power of narrative and how reframing your story can shift you from a victim of circumstance to an empowered creator of your own destiny. Think about the stories you tell yourself about your past. Do you focus on the negative experiences, the setbacks, the failures? Do you see yourself as a victim of circumstance, someone who has been wronged or held back by external forces? Or do you focus on the lessons you learned, the resilience you developed, and the opportunities for growth? The way you choose to frame your past experiences has a profound impact on your present and your future. Often, we get stuck in narratives of victimhood. We tell ourselves stories about how we were hurt, how we were wronged, or how we were unlucky. While these experiences may have been genuinely painful, clinging to a victim narrative keeps us stuck in the past and prevents us from moving forward. It disempowers us, making us feel like we have no control over our lives. Reframing your story is about taking ownership of your narrative. It's about choosing to focus on the positive aspects of your experiences, even the difficult ones. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose how you interpret your past and how it impacts your present. It's not about denying or minimizing the pain you've experienced, but about finding meaning in it and using it as a catalyst for growth. Here's how you can begin to reframe your story. Identify your current narrative. Take some time to reflect on the stories you tell yourself about your life. What are the recurring themes? Do you see yourself as a victim or a survivor? What emotions are associated with your narrative? Challenge your interpretations. Question the assumptions you've made about your past experiences. Are your interpretations based on facts or just assumptions? Is there another way to look at the situation? Focus on the lessons learned. Even the most painful experiences can offer valuable lessons. What did you learn from your setbacks and failures? How did these experiences make you stronger or more resilient? Embrace your resilience. Acknowledge the strength and resilience you've demonstrated in overcoming challenges. Remind yourself of all the times you've faced adversity and emerged stronger on the other side. Rewrite your story. Choose to focus on the positive aspects of your experiences. Highlight the lessons you learned, the resilience you developed, and the opportunities for growth. Create a narrative that empowers you and inspires you to move forward. Focus on your strengths. Identify the strengths that you've developed throughout your life, especially during challenging times. How have these strengths helped you overcome obstacles? How can you leverage these strengths to create the future you desire? Create a vision for your future. Instead of dwelling on the past, focus on creating a vision for your future. What kind of life do you want to create? What goals do you want to achieve? How can you use your experiences to inform your path forward? Reframing your story is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that requires conscious effort and self-reflection. As you continue to grow and evolve, your story will also evolve. Be open to revisiting your narrative and reframing it as needed. Remember, you are the author of your own story. You have the power to choose how you interpret your past and how it shapes your future. By reframing your story, you can shift from a victim of circumstance to an empowered creator of your own destiny. You can choose to focus on your strengths, your resilience, and your potential, creating a narrative that inspires you to live a life of purpose, power, and fulfillment. Chapter 8. Setting intentions and defining your vision. Charting a course to success. Having explored the roots of self-doubt and begun to cultivate self-awareness and self-compassion, it's time to turn your attention to the future. This chapter focuses on the power of intention and vision, providing a framework for charting a course to success that aligns with your values and aspirations. Setting clear intentions and defining your vision are essential steps in overcoming self-doubt and stepping into your power. They provide direction, motivation, and a sense of purpose, helping you stay focused and resilient on your journey. Intentions are like seeds that you plant in the fertile ground of your mind. They are clear, specific statements about what you want to achieve, what you want to create, or how you want to be. They are not just wishes or hopes, they are commitments to action. A well-crafted intention is powerful because it focuses your energy, directs your attention, and motivates you to take the necessary steps to make it a reality. Your vision, on the other hand, is the big picture. It's a compelling image of your ideal future, a destination you are striving towards. It encompasses your goals, your values, and your deepest desires. Your vision serves as a compass, guiding your decisions and actions, and reminding you of what you are working towards, especially when faced with challenges or setbacks. Why are intentions and vision so important in overcoming self-doubt? Because they provide a sense of purpose and direction. When you are clear about what you want to achieve and where you want to go, it becomes easier to silence the voice of self-doubt that tells you you're not good enough or that you can't do it. Your intentions and vision become your anchor, keeping you grounded and motivated even when you encounter obstacles. Here's how to set powerful intentions. Be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to be more confident," say, "I intend to speak up in every team meeting for the next month." The more specific your intention, the more powerful it will be. Make it measurable. How will you know if you've achieved your intention? Make sure it's something you can track and measure. For example, I intend to exercise 3 times a week for 30 minutes each time. Set a deadline. Having a deadline creates a sense of urgency and helps you stay focused. For example, I intend to complete my online course by the end of the year. Align with your values. Your intentions should be aligned with your core values. This will ensure that you are working towards something that is truly meaningful to you. Write it down. Writing down your intentions makes them more concrete and increases your commitment to them. Review regularly. Regularly review your intentions to stay focused and motivated. Here's how to define your vision. Imagine your ideal future. Close your eyes and imagine your ideal future. What does it look like? What are you doing? Who are you with? What are you feeling? Focus on your values. What are your core values? What is truly important to you? Your vision should reflect these values. Think big. Don't be afraid to dream big. Your vision should inspire you and motivate you to reach for your full potential. Write it down. Describe your vision in detail. The more vivid and detailed your description, the more powerful it will be. Create a vision board. A vision board is a visual representation of your ideal future. It can include images, quotes, and affirmations that resonate with you. Creating a vision board can be a fun and creative way to clarify your vision and keep it top of mind. Once you have set your intentions and defined your vision, it's important to create a roadmap for achieving your goals. Break down your larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps. This will make them seem less daunting and help you stay motivated. Remember, setting intentions and defining your vision is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. As you grow and evolve, your intentions and vision may also change. Be open to revisiting them and adjusting them as needed. By setting clear intentions and defining your vision, you are taking control of your life and creating a future that is aligned with your values and aspirations. You are empowering yourself to overcome self-doubt and step into your full potential. You are charting a course to success, not just in your career or your finances, but in all areas of your life. Chapter 9. Small Steps, Big Changes. The Power of Consistent Action. You've explored the inner landscape of self-doubt, cultivated self-awareness, and defined your vision for the future. Now it's time to translate those insights into action. This chapter focuses on the power of consistent action, even in small increments, to build momentum, overcome inertia, and ultimately achieve your goals. It emphasizes the importance of breaking down large goals into manageable tasks and celebrating small wins along the way. Often, we get overwhelmed by the sheer size of our goals. We look at the mountain we want to climb and feel discouraged, believing it's too high, too steep, too impossible. This feeling of overwhelm can lead to procrastination, avoidance, and ultimately a reinforcement of our self-doubt. The key is to remember that even the most daunting mountains are climbed one step at a time. Consistent action, no matter how small, is the engine that drives progress. It's about showing up for yourself day after day and taking small steps towards your goals. These small steps, when repeated consistently, accumulate over time, leading to significant and lasting change. Think of it like compound interest. Small deposits made consistently over time can grow into a substantial sum. The same principle applies to your goals. Why is consistent action so crucial in overcoming self-doubt? Because it builds evidence. Every time you take a step towards your goal, you are proving to yourself that you are capable, that you are making progress, and that you are worthy of success. This evidence chips away at your self-doubt and reinforces your self-belief. Here's how to harness the power of consistent action. Break down large goals. Divide your large goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. Instead of saying, I want to write a book, break it down into smaller steps like, I will write 500 words a day, or I will outline one chapter per week. Focus on one step at a time. Don't get overwhelmed by thinking about all the steps involved in achieving your goal. Focus on the next step, the one that you can take right now. Create a plan. Develop a plan that outlines the steps you need to take to achieve your goals. This will help you stay organized and focused. Schedule your actions. Treat your actions like appointments that you can't miss. Schedule them in your calendar and make them a priority. Start small. Don't feel like you have to make huge leaps right away. Start with small, manageable steps that you can easily accomplish. The important thing is to get started. Be consistent. Consistency is key. It's better to take small steps consistently than to take large steps sporadically. Track your progress. Keep track of your progress, no matter how small. This will help you see how far you've come and motivate you to keep going. Celebrate your wins. Acknowledge and celebrate your accomplishments, both big and small. This will reinforce positive feelings and keep you motivated. Be patient. Change takes time. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Trust the process and keep taking consistent action. Embrace imperfection. Don't strive for perfection. It's okay to make mistakes along the way. The important thing is to learn from your mistakes and keep moving forward. Remember, every action, no matter how small, is a step towards your goal. By taking consistent action, you are building momentum, overcoming inertia, and proving to yourself that you are capable of achieving great things. You are silencing the voice of self-doubt and stepping into your power. You are creating the life you desire, one small step at a time. Chapter 10. Embracing Discomfort. Stepping outside your comfort zone. Growth and comfort rarely coexist. Staying within the familiar confines of your comfort zone might feel safe and secure, but it also limits your potential and reinforces self-doubt. This chapter explores the crucial relationship between comfort zones and self-doubt, emphasizing the importance of embracing discomfort and gradually stepping outside your familiar boundaries to expand your capabilities, build resilience, and ultimately unleash your inner strength. Your comfort zone is that familiar space where you feel safe, secure, and in control. It's where your routines are established, your skills are honed, and your anxieties are minimized. While it's important to have a comfort zone, spending too much time there can stifle your growth and prevent you from reaching your full potential. Think of it as a garden. While it provides a safe space for existing plants, it also limits the possibility of planting new seeds and experiencing new growth. Self-doubt thrives in the comfort zone. When you stay within the familiar, you avoid challenges, risks, and the possibility of failure. This avoidance reinforces the belief that you are not capable, that you are not strong enough, and that you are not worthy of more. It's a self-perpetuating cycle that keeps you stuck in a pattern of limiting beliefs and unfulfilled potential. Stepping outside your comfort zone is not about throwing yourself into terrifying situations without preparation. It's about gradually expanding your boundaries, taking calculated risks, and embracing the discomfort that comes with trying new things. It's about recognizing that growth happens outside the familiar, in the space where you feel a little anxious, a little uncertain, but also a little excited. Why is embracing discomfort so important in overcoming self-doubt? Because it builds confidence. Every time you step outside your comfort zone and successfully navigate a new challenge, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. You are building evidence of your resilience, your resourcefulness, and your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. This evidence chips away at your self-doubt and reinforces your self-belief. Here's how to embrace discomfort and step outside your comfort zone. Identify your comfort zone. What activities, situations, or interactions make you feel comfortable and secure? What things do you avoid because they make you feel anxious or uncertain? Understanding your comfort zone is the first step to expanding it. Start small. You don't have to make drastic changes overnight. Start with small, manageable steps that push you just slightly outside your comfort zone. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, start by sharing your thoughts in a small group setting. Set realistic goals. Set goals that are challenging but attainable. Don't set yourself up for failure by trying to do too much too soon. Focus on the process. Instead of focusing solely on the outcome, focus on the process of stepping outside your comfort zone. Celebrate the small victories along the way. Embrace the discomfort. It's normal to feel uncomfortable when you're trying something new. Don't try to avoid the discomfort. Acknowledge it, accept it, and push through it. Reframe your anxiety. Try to see your anxiety as excitement. The physical sensations of anxiety and excitement are very similar. By reframing your anxiety, you can shift your perspective and reduce your fear. Learn from your experiences. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you have an opportunity to learn and grow. Reflect on your experiences and use them to inform your future actions. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. This will reinforce positive feelings and motivate you to keep going. Be patient. Expanding your comfort zone takes time and effort. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Trust the process and keep pushing yourself. Find a support system. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to step outside your comfort zone and who celebrate your successes. Remember, growth happens outside your comfort zone. By embracing discomfort and gradually expanding your boundaries, you are building resilience, expanding your capabilities, and ultimately, unleashing your inner strength. You are proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought possible. You are silencing the voice of self-doubt and stepping into your power. Chapter 11. Building Resilience. Bouncing back from setbacks and failures. Life is full of ups and downs. No one is immune to setbacks, failures, or difficult experiences. The difference between those who thrive and those who merely survive lies in their resilience. This chapter focuses on developing resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, learn from your mistakes, and persevere in the face of challenges. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship. It's about navigating it with strength, courage, and a growth mindset. Setbacks and failures are inevitable parts of the human experience. They are not signs of weakness or indicators of your worth. In fact, they can be valuable learning opportunities, providing insights into your strengths, your weaknesses, and your areas for growth. The key is not to avoid failure, but to learn from it and use it as a stepping stone towards success. Resilience is not an innate trait. It's a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. It's about cultivating a mindset that embraces challenges, sees setbacks as temporary, and focuses on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. It's about recognizing your inner strength and believing in your ability to overcome adversity. Why is resilience so important in overcoming self-doubt? Because it provides the foundation for perseverance. When you are resilient, you are less likely to be discouraged by setbacks. You are more likely to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward, even when things get tough. Resilience empowers you to face your fears, take risks, and pursue your goals with confidence, knowing that you have the inner strength to handle whatever comes your way. Here are some strategies for building resilience. Cultivate a growth mindset. A growth mindset is a belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. View setbacks as temporary, and focus on learning from your mistakes. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during times of struggle. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and experiences setbacks. Offer yourself words of encouragement and support, just as you would to a friend who is going through a difficult time. Build a support network. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and lift you up. Having a strong support network can provide you with emotional support, encouragement, and perspective during challenging times. Develop problem-solving skills. Resilience is not just about bouncing back. It's also about finding solutions to your problems. Develop your problem-solving skills by breaking down large problems into smaller, more manageable steps, brainstorming solutions, and evaluating the pros and cons of each option. Manage your stress. Stress can deplete your energy and make it harder to cope with challenges. Practice stress management techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing, or exercise. Focus on what you can control. There are some things in life that you can control, and there are some things that you can't. Focus your energy on the things that you can control, such as your thoughts, your actions, and your attitude. Learn from your mistakes. Setbacks and failures are valuable learning opportunities. Don't dwell on your mistakes. Instead, analyze them, identify what you can learn from them, and use them as a guide for future actions. Embrace change. Change is a constant part of life. Learn to adapt to change and see it as an opportunity for growth and development. Maintain a positive outlook. Cultivate a positive outlook on life. Focus on the good things in your life, even during difficult times. A positive attitude can help you stay motivated and resilient. Take care of your physical health. Your physical health and your mental health are interconnected. Make sure you are getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, and exercising regularly. Resilience is not about being invincible or never experiencing pain. It's about having the inner strength to face challenges, learn from your experiences, and keep moving forward, even when things get tough. By cultivating resilience, you are empowering yourself to overcome self-doubt, embrace your potential, and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. You are building the capacity to not just bounce back, but to bounce forward stronger and wiser than before. Chapter 12. Celebrating your victories. Recognizing and acknowledging your progress. In the journey of overcoming self-doubt and stepping into your power, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of your goals and forget to acknowledge how far you've come. This chapter emphasizes the vital importance of celebrating your victories, both big and small. Recognizing and acknowledging your progress is not just a reward. It's a crucial step in building self-confidence, reinforcing positive behaviors, and fueling your motivation to keep moving forward. Often, we are quick to criticize ourselves for our shortcomings, but we are equally quick to dismiss our accomplishments. We minimize our successes, attributing them to luck, timing, or the help of others, rather than recognizing our own skills, effort, and resilience. This tendency to downplay our achievements can reinforce self-doubt and prevent us from fully embracing our potential. Celebrating your victories is not about boasting or becoming complacent. It's about acknowledging your hard work, recognizing your progress, and reinforcing the positive feedback loop that fuels further growth. It's about building evidence of your capabilities and reminding yourself that you are capable of achieving great things. Why is celebrating victories so important in overcoming self-doubt? Because it builds self-esteem. Every time you acknowledge and celebrate a win, you are sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. I am capable. I am strong. I am successful. This positive self-talk counteracts the negative messages of self-doubt and helps you build a stronger sense of self-worth. Here's how to make celebrating victories a regular practice. Track your progress. Keep a record of your accomplishments, both big and small. This could be a journal, a checklist, or a simple note on your phone. Seeing your progress documented can be incredibly motivating. Acknowledge your wins. Take a moment to savor each victory, no matter how small it may seem. Don't brush it off or minimize its importance. Acknowledge your efforts and celebrate your success. Share your successes. Share your wins with trusted friends, family members, or colleagues. Sharing your accomplishments can be a great way to celebrate and receive positive feedback. Reward yourself. Treat yourself to something you enjoy when you achieve a goal. This doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It could be something as simple as taking a relaxing bath, reading a good book, or enjoying a special meal. Reflect on your journey. Take time to reflect on your journey and how far you've come. Acknowledge the challenges you've overcome and the progress you've made. Visualize your successes. Imagine yourself achieving your goals and celebrate those successes in your mind. Visualization can be a powerful tool for reinforcing positive beliefs and building self-confidence. Express gratitude. Express gratitude for your accomplishments and for the people who have supported you along the way. Gratitude can help you appreciate your progress and stay grounded. Make it a habit. Make celebrating victories a regular habit. The more you practice it, the more natural it will become. Remember, celebrating victories is not just about the big milestones. It's about acknowledging and appreciating all the small steps you take along the way. It's about recognizing your progress, no matter how incremental, and using it as fuel for your continued growth. By celebrating your victories, you are reinforcing your self-belief, building your confidence, and empowering yourself to achieve even greater things. You are creating a positive feedback loop that propels you forward on your journey to unleash your inner strength and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Chapter 13. The Power of Connection. Building supportive relationships. Humans are social beings. We thrive in connection with others, finding support, encouragement, and a sense of belonging within our relationships. This chapter explores the profound impact of supportive relationships on our journey to overcome self-doubt and embrace our power. It emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, lift you up, and champion your growth. Our relationships can either nourish us or deplete us. Toxic or unsupportive relationships can amplify self-doubt, reinforce negative beliefs, and drain our energy. On the other hand, healthy and supportive relationships can provide us with the strength, encouragement, and perspective we need to navigate challenges, pursue our goals, and embrace our true selves. Think about the people you spend the most time with. Do they make you feel good about yourself? Do they encourage you to pursue your dreams? Do they offer support and understanding when you're going through a tough time? Or do they criticize you, put you down, or make you feel inadequate? The quality of your relationships has a significant impact on your self-esteem and your ability to overcome self-doubt. Why are supportive relationships so crucial in this journey? Because they provide a buffer against negativity. When you are surrounded by people who believe in you, their positive influence can help counteract the negative voices of self-doubt. They remind you of your strengths, celebrate your wins, and offer encouragement when you're feeling discouraged. They act as a mirror, reflecting back to you your best self. Here's how to cultivate and nurture supportive relationships. Identify your tribe. Take some time to reflect on the people in your life. Who makes you feel good about yourself? Who supports your goals and dreams? Who offers kindness and understanding? These are the people you want to nurture relationships with. Set boundaries. It's important to set boundaries with people who are toxic or unsupportive. This doesn't mean you have to cut them out of your life entirely, but it does mean limiting your interactions with them and protecting your energy. Seek out positive influences. Actively seek out people who are positive, supportive, and inspiring. Attend networking events, join groups or clubs related to your interests, or connect with people online who share your values. Be a supportive friend. The best way to attract supportive friends is to be a supportive friend. Offer kindness, understanding, and encouragement to the people in your life. Communicate openly and honestly. Communication is key to building strong relationships. Be open and honest with the people in your life about your thoughts, feelings, and needs. Listen actively. Pay attention to what the people in your life are saying, both verbally and nonverbally. Listen actively, and show that you care about their thoughts and feelings. Express appreciation. Let the people in your life know how much you appreciate them. Express your gratitude for their support and kindness. Nurture your relationships. Relationships require effort and attention. Make time for the people in your life and nurture your connections. Be yourself. Authenticity is essential for building genuine connections. Be yourself and let your true self shine through. Remember, you deserve to be surrounded by people who believe in you and lift you up. By cultivating supportive relationships, you are creating a network of positive influences that can help you overcome self-doubt, embrace your power, and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. You are building a tribe that champions your growth, celebrates your successes, and supports you through challenges. These connections are invaluable on your journey to unleash your inner strength. Chapter 14. Mindfulness and Self-Care. Nurturing your inner strength. In the pursuit of overcoming self-doubt and stepping into your power, it's easy to focus on external achievements and forget about nurturing your inner self. This chapter emphasizes the vital importance of mindfulness and self-care in maintaining mental and emotional well-being. It offers practical strategies for managing stress, practicing self-compassion, and prioritizing self-care as essential components of your journey. Mindfulness is a practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without getting carried away by them. It's about recognizing that your thoughts are just thoughts, not facts, and that your feelings are just feelings, not permanent reflections of who you are. Mindfulness allows you to create a space between your thoughts and your reactions, giving you more control over your emotions and your behaviors. Self-care is a practice of taking actions to maintain and improve your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. It's about recognizing your needs and prioritizing activities that nourish you, replenish your energy, and promote your overall health. Self-care is not selfish. It's essential for thriving. Why are mindfulness and self-care so important in overcoming self-doubt? Because they provide the foundation for inner strength. When you are mindful, you are more aware of your thoughts and feelings, including the negative self-talk that fuels self-doubt. This awareness allows you to challenge those negative thoughts and choose more empowering beliefs. When you prioritize self-care, you are investing in your well-being, giving yourself the energy and resilience you need to face challenges and pursue your goals. Here are some practical strategies for incorporating mindfulness and self-care into your life. Mindfulness practices. Mindful meditation. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. Observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing them to come and go like clouds in the sky. Body scan meditation. Bring your attention to different parts of your body, noticing any sensations without judgment. This can help you become more aware of your physical sensations and release tension. Mindful walking. Pay attention to the sensations of your feet touching the ground as you walk. Notice the sights, sounds, and smells around you. Mindful eating. Eat slowly and savor each bite. Pay attention to the taste, texture, and smell of your food. Mindful listening. When you are talking to someone, truly listen to what they are saying without interrupting or formulating your response. Self-care practices. Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Sleep is essential for physical and mental restoration. Eat a healthy diet. Nourish your body with wholesome foods. A healthy diet can improve your mood, energy levels, and overall well-being. Exercise regularly. Physical activity releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. Find an activity you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Spend time in nature. Connecting with nature can reduce stress and improve your mood. Go for a walk in the park, hike in the woods, or simply sit outside and enjoy the fresh air. Engage in hobbies. Make time for activities you enjoy, whether it's reading, painting, playing music, or spending time with loved ones. Set boundaries. Learn to say no to things that drain your energy or don't align with your priorities. Protect your time and energy. Practice relaxation techniques. Explore relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, yoga, or progressive muscle relaxation. Seek professional help. If you are struggling with your mental health, don't hesitate to seek professional help from a therapist or counselor. Remember, self-care is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Experiment with different practices and find what works best for you. It's about listening to your body and your mind and giving yourself the nourishment you need to thrive. By prioritizing mindfulness and self-care, you are nurturing your inner strength, building resilience, and empowering yourself to overcome self-doubt and live a life of balance, joy, and fulfillment. Chapter 15. Living Authentically. Embracing your true self. The journey to overcome self-doubt and embrace your power is ultimately a journey towards authenticity. It's about shedding the masks you've worn to please others, silencing the voices that tell you who you should be, and embracing the beautiful, unique individual you are. This chapter explores the importance of living authentically, expressing your true self, and aligning your actions with your values to create a life of purpose and fulfillment. Self-doubt often arises when we try to conform to external expectations, when we suppress our true selves to fit in or gain approval. We may try to be someone we're not, sacrificing our own values and desires to please others. This can lead to feelings of emptiness, disconnection, and a nagging sense that something is missing. Living authentically is about aligning your inner self with your outer self. It's about expressing your true thoughts, feelings, and values in your words and actions. It's about being honest with yourself and with others about who you are and what you believe in. It's about embracing your unique gifts and talents and sharing them with the world. Why is living authentically so crucial in overcoming self-doubt? Because it allows you to connect with your inner strength. When you are living authentically, you are no longer trying to be someone you're not. You are no longer seeking validation from external sources. You are drawing strength from within, from the deep well of your true self. This inner strength empowers you to silence the voice of self-doubt and live a life of purpose and integrity. Here's how to cultivate authenticity. Know your values. What is truly important to you? What principles guide your decisions and actions? Clarifying your values is essential for living authentically. Embrace your uniqueness. You are unique and valuable just as you are. Embrace your quirks, your passions, and your talents. Don't try to fit into a mold that doesn't fit you. Express yourself. Find ways to express your true self, whether it's through your work, your hobbies, your relationships, or your creative pursuits. Set boundaries. Protect your energy and your authenticity by setting boundaries with people who try to pressure you to be someone you're not. Say no. It's okay to say no to things that don't align with your values or your priorities. Don't be afraid to disappoint others if it means staying true to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about your thoughts, feelings, and desires. Don't try to suppress or deny any parts of yourself. Be honest with others. Be honest with others about who you are and what you believe in. Authenticity builds trust and fosters deeper connections. Take risks. Living authentically can sometimes require taking risks. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and express your true self, even if it feels vulnerable. Accept imperfection. Authenticity is not about being perfect. It's about being real, flaws and all. Embrace your imperfections and accept yourself for who you are. Practice self-compassion. Be kind and compassionate to yourself as you navigate the journey of living authentically. It's a process of self-discovery and self-acceptance. Living authentically is not always easy. It can require courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to go against the grain. But the rewards are immense. When you live authentically, you are no longer living a borrowed life. You are living your own life on your own terms. You are connecting with your inner strength, embracing your true self, and creating a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. You are unleashing your inner power and shining your unique light on the world. Chapter 16. The journey continues. Embracing growth and evolution. You've reached the end of this book, but your journey to unleash your inner strength and conquer self-doubt is far from over. Overcoming self-doubt is not a destination. It's a continuous process of growth, learning, and self-discovery. This concluding chapter reinforces the idea that embracing growth and evolution is essential for maintaining momentum and living a life of purpose, power, and fulfillment. Think of this book as a map, guiding you through the terrain of self-doubt and offering tools to navigate the challenges you may encounter. But the journey itself is yours to take. You are the explorer, the adventurer, the author of your own story. And like any good story, there will be twists and turns, ups and downs, moments of clarity and moments of confusion. The path to self-belief is not linear. There will be times when self-doubt creeps back in, when old patterns resurface, and when you feel like you're taking steps backward. These moments are not failures. They are opportunities for growth. They are chances to practice the tools and techniques you've learned, to reaffirm your commitment to yourself, and to emerge stronger and more resilient than before. Embracing growth and evolution is key to maintaining momentum on your journey. It's about recognizing that you are constantly changing, learning, and developing. It's about being open to new experiences, new perspectives, and new possibilities. It's about being willing to step outside your comfort zone, even when it feels scary, and to embrace the unknown with courage and curiosity. Here are some key reminders as you continue your journey. Practice self-compassion. Be kind and understanding to yourself, especially during challenging times. Remember that everyone struggles, everyone makes mistakes, and everyone experiences setbacks. Stay connected. Nurture your supportive relationships and surround yourself with people who believe in you and lift you up. Prioritize self-care. Continue to prioritize your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Make time for activities that nourish you and replenish your energy. Embrace imperfection. Don't strive for perfection. Accept yourself, flaws and all. Remember that imperfection is a part of the human experience. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge and celebrate your accomplishments, both big and small. Recognize how far you've come and use your progress as fuel for continued growth. Be patient. Change takes time. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Trust the process and keep moving forward. Stay curious. Maintain a sense of curiosity about yourself and the world around you. Be open to learning, exploring, and discovering new things. Never stop believing in yourself. Believe in your potential, your strength, and your ability to create the life you desire. Never give up on yourself. The journey to overcome self-doubt is a lifelong journey. It's a journey of self-discovery, self-acceptance, and self-empowerment. It's a journey of embracing your true self and living a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. As you continue on this path, remember that you are not alone. You have the tools, the resources, and the inner strength to navigate whatever challenges you may encounter. Embrace the journey, celebrate your progress, and never stop believing in your own potential. You are capable of amazing things. Go out there and unleash your inner strength.